Yesterday I sat in my room thinking about what video I should make, and I thought, alright, next week, next Monday is the first league race. So let's try and get the world record on Austria. So as you can see by the title, that's not really what this video is about. This video I'm gonna show you why you should never do more than 12 laps in time trial, because after that you're not gonna improve, you're only gonna waste your time and it's not gonna be good for you. So today I'm gonna show you why and what is gonna happen. So at this point I was gonna try and get this world record. I picked the world record as my rival. You can see Jax in the top left. He did a 3.7. I thought, let's go. I did a 4.3 earlier, a couple of weeks ago. You can see that video in the top right hand side. You can see that hot lap, but it wasn't great. So here you can see lap 8. I was already improving my lap time for the first time. Still pretty shit lap, but I was improving anyway, so that's why I'm showing it. Lap 8 was my first improvement. I didn't do any laps before this, so first 8 laps of this day, and I improved to a 4.3. Not so great, but then in lap 12, the infamous lap 12, what this video is about. Well, this was my best lap up to this point, so I'm gonna show you it. First corner, encountered it pretty nicely. The Delta also treating us well there. Didn't know what to say, but you can see we do a 15.977, 4 thousandths of the world record. We were running a lower downforce setup, so that's why we have a little bit more straight line speed. Then through these corners, you can see here we're gonna make a big mistake. Really awful through that corner. There's loads and loads of time in just that corner alone. I think about a 10th, which is a lot on this small lap. Here, keep a tight line. Then we go up to 7th, down to 5th, and we short shift up to 6th again. Get onto the power fast, and there you can see on the top right hand side we're a 10th up on our time. Only the last sector to go through, and through the last corner we slightly missed the apex there, and don't use the complete track, but we do a 4.1, and for me in lap 11 I was actually pretty happy with that. You know, still a lot of time to gain. This is just a small track, but let's take our first break. That's what I thought. So, coming back from my break, I was motivated. Let's go, let's do this, let's keep going. Then lap 14, 15, 16, 17 you are seeing right now in the top right hand side were all red laps. All just not as fast, and I wasn't hooking them up nicely anymore. And at this point it was starting to get very hot. And what I usually like to do is I do one lap where I flashback every corner, try to perfect it, and you can see here we do a 3.9. So that's kind of my aim for this video, to get to a 3.9 in this video. And I, of course, with those flashbacks, that is what's possible if you nail every corner. So at least another 10th or 2 tenths in this lap, but it was starting to get hot. You've noticed it if you live in Europe. The last week was really hot weather, and for me also in my room it was really hot. So I had to take another break just 4 laps later, and you know that I'm really referencing the laps, but of course between the laps I've also restarted, and so it's not like every lap is only 1 minute. So here 2 laps later I took another break. I had to eat something. So then I came back again motivated. Let's go do this. Let's try and get this lap time down. And I started changing the setup. So after lap 20, I changed the setup. I did some more laps, and this setup felt good. So now we are on board for lap 26, and lap 26 is gonna be a really good lap, and you will see now what is gonna happen. So first sector was pretty good, finally close to my PB, and then this corner wasn't great. I lost half a 10th, as you can see in the top right hand side. Then coming here, there was a lot of time, as you can remember, in this corner, and you can see that we gain all the time back, and we are up on our delta at this point. So I finally saw green. 26 laps, like 14 laps after 12 laps, after lap 12, I finally saw a green bar on the right hand side. So I started sweating. It was hot, So I started sweating. Only the last sector to go through. This right-hander, we nail it. And then only the last corner, and we completely fuck it up. And we could have finally improved. And to be honest, normally I like to go to at least lap 26, 25 to try and improve my time trial. But that was so frustrating, of course. And we messed up, and another break we took after that. So now we came back from the break. I started looking at all the setups and trying to find some hidden gem, trying to find some beautiful setup. And now it's lap 30, and we're gonna go on board for this lap as well. Lap 30, 18 laps after lap 12. So you can imagine how much time has passed since then, because well, I took some breaks as well, and it's not only the laps you see on the top left side. I didn't just keep going. If I messed it up, I restarted my lap as well, and you know, I just tried to keep going as much as I could. But yeah, a lot of restarts as well, which count for way too much time, and that is why the title of this video is the way it is. So you can see again, we're finally seeing some green. There was still some time in this corner, but the back end just slips away from us. Only 300s down on our time, and then only the last corner remaining. Can we nail it? We just turn in way too early, fuck the whole corner up, and we cross the line. We do a 4.2. Then lap 33, just 2 laps later, you can see we're again gonna go on board. These laps are so short that I thought, let's just do a lot of laps and let's just show what happens, because it's lap 33. You have to imagine that if you're just from lap 12, you're focused on trying to get this time trial time up, and it's such small margins. You can see in the top right, it's the delta is between a tenth up or down every time. So you're not gaining loads of time in every corner, except for this corner where I could have gained even more time. But yeah, really hot, really frustrated, and you just try and you want it so bad, and then you start messing up more, and that is why you shouldn't do more than 12 laps, because you can notice that it's lap 33 now, guys. It's lap 33 and I still haven't improved since. And come on, it's like such small margins. It's not like I can't drive, it's not like I can't do it, but it's just a waste of time to keep going, because you're wasting like energy in your mind. I don't know what to tell you guys, but I hope you understand it a little bit. There you could see I took another break, and then from lap 34 or lap 33 to lap 44, I kept going. All my laps were red. I couldn't focus anymore. I kept thinking about things. You can see I tried to change the setup. You try to do everything, but at a certain point it's just over. And I kind of have to compare this to going to do a workout, for example. You cannot train the same muscle. You have to stop at some point, and you have to let it rest. So it's also the case for this game, and for me especially. I noticed it's now lap 51 and I'm gonna go on board. You can see we do exactly the same first sector as my PB, and then we mess up the next corner. So I already know, I already was thinking like, oh fuck man, I messed it up again. But still some time in the rest of the laps. Let's keep focused, try and gain the time back as we do get this corner quite nicely. We gain almost a tenth back. Well, a lot less than a tenth, but still. And the third sector, let's go. We're seeing green on the top right hand side, and we touch the curb. And at this point, I started restarting, and now you're gonna see at a certain point you're just getting so tired. Look at this, I'm not even able to start my lap valid. Like, and when that happens, you just have to realize that at a certain point, remember that I started trying to make this video to go for this world record. I'm not even close. So for that's a big failure. And well, you know, it's also just not fun anymore after those laps. The first 12 laps you're just trying to learn, but after that you're just draining yourself. And here you can see complete waste of my time the rest of those laps. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe for more F1 22 content. In your screen right now you can see my hot lap playlist. Go watch that and I'll see you guys next time.